Hey there, this is Lula LV. Welcome to my channel. If you are anything like me, you love a freebie. So today I'm going to tell you how you can get your Longchamp Le Pliage bag repaired by Longchamp for free. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're coming back from another video, thank you so much for coming by again. I hope you're having a wonderful day. On this channel, we talk mostly about Louis Vuitton, but occasionally, like today, we also talk about other luxury brands, contemporary designers, and premium beauty. Please do subscribe and join us here for future videos. I never knew that Longchamp offered free repair on their Le Pliage line until a few months ago. I shared a video on my channel about wear and tear to this Le Pliage tote. A fellow YouTuber named Julie commented on that video to let me know that Longchamp actually offers to repair corners for free on their Le Pliage line. I was so excited and I knew right away I had to look into it. Julie's channel is Agent Bag Reviews, and I will link to it in the description box below, so you can check out her videos if you don't already follow her channel. She is a wealth of knowledge on both luxury and contemporary designer bags, particularly Longchamp. So I'm going to go through this whole process Q&A style. I'll go through a whole series of questions and answer them for you. I'll let you know the whole process, what you get for free, and what you can expect. Plus, I will also show you old footage of this bag in its damaged state and how it looks today now that it's been repaired. I will also compare this repaired bag to a non-repaired brand new Le Pliage tote, and we'll see if it looks any different or if they repair it to look the same as the original tote. Longchamp offers one free corner repair per item in their Le Pliage line. This specific offer applies to any bag in the nylon Le Pliage line. That includes their totes, backpacks, or any other nylon items. There are bags made out of leather. That is the Le Pliage Queer line. I do not believe they will repair those bags for free. However, you can still reach out to Longchamp Repairs and inquire. Per Longchamp, they state, "Our Le Pliage collection is inspired by the Japanese art of origami and is designed to be lightweight and foldable. Some handbags are made with corners sharper than others and with continuous use may show signs of wear. For this reason, we provide a one-time complimentary repair." Yes, it's really free. However, the only cost you may incur is shipping your item to the Longchamp Repair Center if you do not live near a Longchamp boutique. If you live near a Longchamp boutique, you can go into the store and drop off the bag in person, and of course there is no charge for that, and the store will ship the bag to the repair center on your behalf. If you don't live near a Longchamp store, but you will be traveling in the area of a Longchamp store, you can hold on to your bag, and when you're traveling, drop it off at a store. You do not have to return to the store to pick up the item. They will ship it back to you. So that's a great alternative if you don't live near a store, but you'll be traveling soon. You can always stop in a store just once to drop off your item. Longchamp will then repair the bag at no cost to you, and they will ship it back at no cost to you as well. Any nylon canvas item in the Le Pliage line is eligible for this specific complimentary repair. Of course, it does have to be an authentic Longchamp item. However, you do not have to have purchased it directly from Longchamp, and they do not require any proof of purchase. This bag that I submitted for repair was purchased a few years ago from Bloomingdale's. I did not purchase this directly from Longchamp, and they did repair it for me. I was also not asked for any proof of purchase whatsoever or where I purchased it from. The one situation that may disqualify your bag from this complimentary repair is if the bag is too damaged to repair. Longchamp says generally, if the largest hole is bigger than 1/2 inch, they are too large for repair. In this case, your bag will be returned to you in the same condition it was received. So before you send your bag in for repair, take a look at the corners, and if there is an actual hole in your item, measure the size of the hole. I would imagine you would want to measure the diameter straight across the widest part of the hole, and if it's greater than 1/2 inch, there's really no point in submitting your item for repair because they will likely just return the bag to you. And I will explain why later on in this video, so keep watching. First, you'll have to reach out to Longchamp Repair Services and state that you would like to submit an item for complimentary corner repair. You'll want to visit the Longchamp website for your country. This is the site for the United States. Scroll to the very bottom of the site and under Services, click on Care and Repair. On the Care page, you'll find instructions on how to care for your leather and nylon canvas Longchamp pieces. Then under that, there's a link for you to contact Repair Services. On the contact page under the Write Us section is a form you can fill out and then submit to Contact Repairs. After you contact Repair Services, they will send you a form to fill in to include with your bag when you either drop it off at the store or mail it to them. I'm not going to show you my specific form because it has my personal information on it. However, on the form, you will need to fill in your personal contact information, the serial codes from inside the item you're submitting for repair, as well as the reason for repair, which is corner repair. I assume this information, the serial information from inside the bag, is used to cross-check your item and track it to ensure that each individual item only receives one complimentary repair. I would assume now that I have already submitted this bag and it's been repaired, the serial code for this bag is probably on file with Longchamp, and I would not be able to submit this bag for a complimentary repair again. When your form's filled in, you're responsible for delivering the bag to a Longchamp store or mailing it to their repair center. Once they receive the bag, it generally takes about 4 to 6 weeks for the repair, which in my opinion is pretty quick. And then Longchamp pays for the return shipping to send the item back to you, and you should be required a signature upon return delivery. And that's the whole process. It's pretty easy and straightforward. Longchamp states on the repair ticket that repair should take about 4 to 6 weeks, and that was exactly my experience. This bag took 5 weeks to repair from the date it was delivered to Longchamp to the date that they sent it back to me. So I would say that is a very accurate estimate of how long it will take. And this is the state that the bag was returned to me in. It was sent with my ticket, with all of my information that was returned to me with the bag. And it's simply in this plastic pouch to, I would assume, protect it from the elements. And it was just in a regular shipping bag, no fancy packaging, but that's fine because it's just being returned from a repair. The way Longchamp repairs a damaged or worn out corner is basically to remove the seam inside the bag, pull the seam in, and then re-sew it. So they will pull in the damaged part. It will be removed, and then the seam will be re-sewn on the interior of the bag. I will flip the bag inside out and show you from that view in a minute. But because this is the way that the bag is repaired, when you do submit your bag for a corner repair, it will be returned to you slightly smaller because they have to pull in the bottom seam and re-sew it. And this is the reason why Longchamp will not repair a corner that has damaged more than a 1/2 inch in diameter. That's because more than a 1/2 inch, it would alter the size and shape of the bag too much for Longchamp to repair it. Now let's flip this inside out and take a look at that from the inside. Okay, I've now flipped this bag completely inside out, and let's take a look at how it's finished on the inside. The side seam as well as the 2 bottom seams are finished off with a piece of nylon edging. I apologize if that's not the technical term for this, but there is a piece of lining that is folded over the seams and then sewn down. That's along the side and the bottom. So the damage was right here on all 4 corners of the bag. I'll insert some footage for you to see what this damage looked like on my particular bag. Then to repair that damage, what I would assume they did at Repair Services was completely remove this edging and sewn a seam further up on the bag, a brand new seam to cover up where that damage was. And then now there is a brand new corner slightly further up on the edge of the bag. And then a new piece of edging was sewn over the new seam to make it nice and clean. I'll get some close-up shots. The only, I guess, complaint I would say I have is that the thread is not tied off. It's just left loose on each end. You can see here the threading is loose at the end. It was just sewn to the edge and then cut off. However, I don't know if that will be an issue. I don't typically turn this bag inside out and then right side back and forth very often. So I don't know if that would come out. However, it would be very easy to just sew that closed at the end with a little bit of extra thread. So that's how this bag is repaired. Let's compare this to the interior of my other brand new Pliage tote. Okay, so here are the 2 totes folded inside out. The black lining is the repaired tote. The white lining is the brand new non-repaired tote. And you will see on the brand new one, the threading is finished on the edge of the lining here. It was sewn back and forth, a few extra stitches on the edge for reinforcement, and there are no loose threads. And that's on all 4 corners. There's double stitching for reinforcement, and the threads are finished off. So on this one, there is no extra stitching for reinforcement. It looks like, particularly this corner, the thread has started to fray. There's just a single stitch and then it ends. What I will likely do with this one, particularly this corner, because this is not eligible for free repair from Longchamp any longer, I'll probably just repair this myself. I do have the appropriate thread and needles at home. I will probably just sew a few extra stitches on the edge for reinforcement and close off the loose stitching so this doesn't come undone. I really hope this video was helpful to you. Let me know if you already knew about this corner repair service or if this is news to you. I would love to know. This was news to me when I found out a couple months ago from Julie over on the channel Agent Bag Reviews. I'm so glad that she told me about this and I was able to get my Longchamp tote repaired for free. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and please come back for the next one. I put out new videos every Wednesday and Friday. I really hope you enjoy the rest of your day and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.